Hi, we're going to talk about power of three. So you may have heard about the power of three bonuses, and I'm going to show you what they are. So power of three is a bonus that you receive that is dependent on a specific structure that you have. So you need to watch the placements video to understand about structure in your tree. You get $50 bonus for level 1, and we're going to go through what that means. $250 bonus for level 1 and 2, and a $1,500 bonus for 1, 2, and 3. Power of three bonus is paid monthly, so it arrives in your account together with your union level and bonuses around the middle of the following month. It is based on LRP orders only, and it does require 40 specific people to replace approximately 150 point order in order to receive that $1,500 bonus. So if one person doesn't meet it, it does mean that you won't receive that bonus. So we are starting to look at it a little bit where somebody in a specific position, we sort of need them to order, and that's one of the reasons why it's something that we don't really structure to here in Australia, but some people are certainly bringing the structure in, so it's worth having a little bit of an understanding of what's involved. So for level 1, what it means is that you have 3 people on your front line who are all placing at least a 100 point order, because that's the only way that they can qualify. So they all need to be on LRP, they all need to be on your front line, there can't be anyone in between there, and your total team volume must be at least 600 or OV or PV. So that roughly equates to 150 PV each, but it may be that one person does 100 PV and another person does 200, and as long as it's 600 overall, and if you have this structure in place, then you're going to receive a $50 bonus. Actually, that's $50 US, so it's slightly more in Australia. To get the $250 bonus, you need to have all 3 of those people on your front line, and each of those people need to have their own 3 people on their front line. You can't have level 2 bonus if one of your frontline people is no longer ordering. So every single pink person here, you'd need to be placing at least a 100 point order, and each of those individual team volumes need to be over 600 PV. And this way you get the 250 bonus. This is not on top of the $50 bonus, this is instead of the $50 bonus. And the $1,500 bonus is when all 3 of those, all 9 of those people all have 3 people on their front line who are placing those at least 100 point orders with a total team volume of 600. So hopefully that makes sense how power of 3 works. There are a couple of downsides to it. So imagine this little person who shows up in yellow down here doesn't place their 100 point order, or doesn't place an order that month, then it means you're not going to receive that $1,500 bonus. And that's where we would need to start calling them and saying, hey, would you be able to place your order, or enrolling someone else and placing them on that front line when perhaps we need the volume elsewhere to actually rank. So it doesn't necessarily contribute to these beautiful teams that we often build when we build in depth instead. Likewise, if this person here in this middle layer, if they didn't place an order, if they were the only person out of these 40 people that didn't order, then you're not going to receive either the $250 bonus or the $1,500 bonus. So it is a little bit pressurizing, but having said that, having 3 people on your front line ordering over 100 points and with that team volume of over 600, $50 bonus can be a really useful injection of cash when you're first starting your business. So if you are hosting a workshop, or you have somebody who is hosting a workshop and they do have 3 separate people who have 3 separate networks, we never want to split friends out onto different teams. But if that is a structure that could work for a particular person, then it's just something worth bearing in mind. But check out the placements video, which will go into all that in a lot more detail.